You know, when writing a song, one can draw inspiration from many different situations, stories, or life experiences. I think there are many parallels that can be drawn to writing poems, short stories, or even books. There are albums that tell a story, there are even singles that are meant to be enjoyed like a series, spread out across multiple songs, like Metallica's The Unforgiven 1, 2, and 3, for example. Today I want to focus a bit on how some of my songs are created and where I'm drawing inspiration from, and this time the focus is on my single Food Goes to Die, which I'll link for you as well. The idea behind this song came to me while I was at the airport, waiting to get checked in onto my plane. Due to a, large-scale technical error, the respective airport had to, at the very last minute, cancel all flights. This meant that there were thousands of people stranded trying to find lodgings for the night or potentially days until the normal flight schedule could resume. While I was trying my luck to find a hotel, I managed to book into one of them close to the airport. It had, okay reviews and everything, so I did not break a sweat about it. Once there, it was a bit of a letdown, to be frank. Well, first, understandably, with the onslaught of customers, staff was completely out of their depth. And there was surely not enough food prepared to handle a suddenly booked out hotel. I ordered some items from the menu, and while the quality was passable at best, it was surely nothing to write home about. The room continued with the same theme and was so-so too. The floor wasn't overly clean, nor the amenities. Now, first world problems, really, but, it got me thinking. I made this joke that this might be where food goes to die, and suddenly an idea was born. What if I turned this experience into a song, exaggerating everything? I envisioned a song, that could be played in a pub or at a bar in terms of instrumentation, that is. For me, that meant it needed to have guitars, a harmonica, and, a kind of small stage feel to it. As I tried to lean more into the comedy side of things, I figured that the lyrics would need to be quite over the top too. I wanted to tell a story about a place that, has a food served all day long sign, but manages to turn every potential course into something inedible or unusual. From food that's both hard on the eye and the knife, to surprisingly cold and spongy desserts, to the overall look and feel of the place being tone in tone with the quality of the food. Not only though did I want to look at how things tasted, but also at the visual identity of the food, being thankful that the coffee is at least brown, albeit tasteless, or that the only greens in the building are the moldy grouts next to the toilet seat. Finally, I wanted to take a quick look at eating culture and habits in general. I mentioned, but I'll come back in a week, cause at least it's cheap, and I think that strikes a nerve. There is so much knowledge out there about how to eat healthy, loads of nutritional studies, etc. But yet when it comes down to it, people have a habit of eating food that is not the best in terms of quality. Maybe because it's cheap, or maybe because it has, all the right flavor enhancers, but it surely is not what can be considered a healthy choice. And no, I'm not excluding myself here either. There's this dichotomy between knowing what one should eat and actually eating and what one eats. And satire indulges in these opposing forces. And that is the story of how Food Goes to Die was born. Throughout my musical career, I was always obsessed about how songwriters would come up with creative ideas and wanted to give some insight about this specific song. Let me know if you like this kind of format in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.